Hey guys, so my name's John Crestani. Everybody feel free to get seated, but I guess this is only an 18-minute presentation, so I've got to be kind of brief. But yeah, just to let you know, I'm not. I think I put down on the roster that this was an advanced presentation, so I'm not going to spend too much time going over. If you're asking, how do you use Facebook Ads Power Editor, all that stuff. I'm not going to go too in-depth how, because lots of this stuff can be found on their, in the support section of Facebook's website or in various info products. I'm just going to try to go over kind of my strategies for creating, really profitable campaigns. And this is one of my smaller ones. So to start off, I'm just going to kind of go into my methodology and I don't have any slides. I'm kind of doing this live, and a lot of people are using the internet, so I might not be able to get everything up on the monitor. So feel free to, I advise you take notes or have a notepad. I'm going to try to chunk it down into brief little sections, but everything should be fairly simple. So hopefully it helps out. And I'll give a brief who I am. So I came from, I started doing Facebook ads in 2009. When I was in college, I was a tutor for people. Basically, I was selling test answers online for different test books, and I was trying to get people to buy the PDF files. And I started doing that, and I was trying to reach my audience through Facebook. Started ads back then, got a job managing Google AdWords for companies, failed as an affiliate, made some money other ways. Joined some PPC agencies from 2010 to 2012. I was managing, at 2012, I was managing $2.5 million for a company named Greenlight Financial. I was managing their whole PPC spend, and I was optimizing their landing pages. $2.5 million a month, and I was all mainly Google search and some Google display and Bing search. And then I moved from that to being I did the paid consultant thing for about 6 months and managed companies, just on kind of a retainer spend. And then I moved, I'd say really at the end of 2012, I became a full-time affiliate, and was much more scalable for me, and I've been a full-time affiliate since then, and I have a team of 5 people working under me. So. Okay, so the first part, targeting. You want to launch a really big campaign. How do you target people? People always say, maybe that my audience is Republicans, or maybe I should target this or that or that. The easiest way I've found is if you have a company, get a buyer's list of people who have bought the product in the past. Let's say they're promoting auto insurance or refinance or anything. Let's say you have a mortgage company, find 1,000 people who have expressed interest in refinancing their house or getting a new home loan. So this is the actual list of 1,000 people who have bought. I'm selling a bed bug eradication kit. Basically, this is diatomaceous earth in a jar, and you sprinkle it around your bed and it kills bed bugs. So I'm selling, who buys bed bug products? Who has bed bugs? I can tell you the demographics in the room aren't the people. So I just got a buyer's list. Get a buyer's list, or ask your affiliate, if you're an affiliate, ask your affiliate manager for a buyer's list of whatever you're looking for. Maybe you're selling penny auctions, or maybe you're doing binary options, or maybe you're trying to sell an investment or merchant processing. Get 1,000 leads for merchant processing, upload it into Facebook as a custom audience in Power Editor. If you need help knowing how to upload custom audiences, just Google it. Lots of this stuff is, but custom audience is the way to go. If you can't get leads, or if you can't get the emails of about 500 to 1,000 leads, 500 is like the minimum you can upload to create an audience, or 1,000 leads or buyers of a product, go to Quantcast and try to backwards engineer it from there. I'm actually a partner on this bedbug eradication kit product, so I am, I put Quantcast on my site. If any of you own your own products and stuff, put Quantcast on your site if you're going to do Facebook advertising, because you want to see their demographics. As you see, the demographics here tend to be older, black, Democrat, uneducated. They don't have much money, and it's female. So the audience here, really to really get chunked down, just to give you the idea of, I always try to think of a specific buyer. Who is that buyer for the product? Think of them. Don't think of them in the broad. This is all broad swaths. Think of them in very specific term. My buyer is a 45-year-old black lady who lives in a Rust Belt city. She lives in the inner city. She lives in apartment housing, and she doesn't make a lot of money. She has a couple kids, and she votes Democratic, and you know, that's her in a nutshell. And she's concerned, you know, and obviously, but you know, you get that target, you think about that specific person, and you try to advertise to that. So, you know, and I obviously know, since I'm a partner on the product, I know the buyers, and I see a lot of these these names that have a much higher correlation with that audience as well. So that's kind of the level of targeting you want. Is that helping? Is everybody on the same page so far? Is this helping? Cool. Just okay. Sorry. So yeah, but buyers list are preferred. I prefer not. I'm just letting you know. I'm showing this secondary way, Quantcast. I prefer not to guess. I don't like guessing. I don't like trying to say, okay, what do, you know, I know my buyers are skew African American, you know, but I still think 60% of the buyers are other races or something. But I don't want to start thinking of interests. I just want to upload an audience list and a buyer's list, and Facebook does custom audiences really well, so it takes the guesswork out of there. That's targeting. The next part is ads. So to do ads, I would suggest first you want to really look at, you know, you want to see, you're not the only person in your industry. If, you know, if let's say you do high risk merchant processing, you're not the only high risk merchant processor in the world. Or let's say you do a new DSP platform or whatever, you know, the companies here are selling. There are lots of other people who have done similar, you know, who currently fulfill the need in a different way than you, or, you know, do advertising online, and you want to look to other people for inspiration for your advertising online. So what I do is I create, and I suggest you do this if you're serious about doing Facebook ads for your company, once I have my audience down and once I can kind of see, okay, my audience is a 45-year-old African-American lady living in places like Pittsburgh, you know, or Cincinnati, Ohio. Ohio's the biggest state. I'll create profiles on Facebook, and usually I'll pay a virtual, like a Filipino or Indian assistant to just kind of show some engagement, and I'll tell them to like everything related to bed bugs, or related to living in apartments, or related to being poor, related to not going to college, etc. And what I'll do is I try to look for ads. What are other people advertising to that audience? Are there other bedbug companies that are going to advertise to me, and what do their ads look like? So I'm really trying to see what other companies are, how other companies are advertising. So there are lots of spy programs you can use. I use my own. It's not really open, but this is the way to do it. So here's the ad that influenced me to advertise for my product. So they said, could this happen? And this is a competitor, and this is what I looked for, and this is kind of how I baselined my efforts. I said, okay, this ad, so this is their post, but they have their post on their page, stupidly enough. Most people do ghost post, or they do whatever it's called, ghost post, so it doesn't actually show up on their page, but these guys are stupid. But basically their promoted post had a lot of likes on it. That's how I tell if an ad's getting a lot of traction. Does it have a lot of likes? Does it have a lot of shares? Are people commenting on it? Are the people that are commenting on it believing they're advertising? Or are they saying, oh no, this is photoshopped, or this can't be real, or this product doesn't work, etc.? how much are the people really like saying comments like, oh, thank you, I needed something like this in my life, or oh my God, my girlfriend has bed bugs, and I want to help her out. This is the perfect solution. So you want that sort of, you want them to be believing your ads if they're commenting. So this was the ad I looked at, and whatever type of businesses you're running, if I had more time, I would pick out people in the audience and say, what type of business do you run? What type of business, and just kind of give you ideas. But find other businesses that are doing advertising and look at their shit. This is what I did, and I did stuff similar. So I said, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to create ads for myself. Here's some of my ads. Let me find some of my big ones. This was a failed one. So you don't need me to tell you. You need a fan page for your business. You need to, set bids. Doesn't really matter how you set them as long as you get your ads running. You see my category. I'm using all, custom audiences for my audience. So with the custom audience, I go, you can split test between one. Usually I start advertising just to the 1% lookalike audience. So I always do upload a custom audience, 1% lookalike, and then how I scale my campaigns, I go to 5%, then 10%. So here's some ads I did. Let me find one of my bigger ads. I got like 5,000 shares on one of my ads. I actually made real new, like there were people that here's one with 1,000 shares. Okay, this is cool. Let me see if I can find a bigger one. But here's one with 5,000 shares. That's cool. So here's an ad. Bed bugs are shutting down businesses and being found at local movie theaters and homes. So this was, I made it kind of look like newsy. I wanted it to be interesting. I was thinking if I'm sitting in my room looking at ads, is this going to be something that somebody's going to like really engage with? And what you'll see on my ad is we have over 5,000 shares, which is really cool. And we have over 400, this is just one of many ads. We have over 400 comments and we have over almost 1,500 likes. Now lots of the comments, I read a lot of the comments to add in more ad split tests, and everybody believed the ad. Everybody was like, oh my fucking God, this is crazy. Bed bugs are taking over. Bed bugs are fucking taking over. Like I was at the movie theater recently and there was a red spot on my back. That's not acne, that's a bed bug. And what I saw, summer is the big month for bed bugs. Big time for bed bugs. What I saw is there were actually a number of local news stations in places like St. Petersburg or whatnot where people were like, 2 teenagers recently went to the movie theater and then like they found they had like dots on their like back or something like this. And they called, and the movie theater had to shut down because of bed bugs. So I started seeing a number of articles appearing. People saw, it was like teenagers found out later after they went to the movie theater, they found out on Facebook that there was a bed bug epidemic going around. So they realized they had been afflicted or whatever, and they shut down their local movie theater. And the theater owner's like, we fucking spray for bed bugs. This is bullshit, this is just some fucking scare. And so the thing is, people really believe Facebook. It's great, but if you want to do good advertising, you want to come across as somebody who, as giving people information that's helping them out, not as a sales pitch. Everybody can spot a mile away if somebody's giving you free information with an ulterior motive. It's very easy to spot, and if you can come across like you're just trying to help somebody without having an ulterior motive, if you can fly under the radar, yes, some people don't like it, but that's how you make your shit. This is going into other shit, but yeah, you blow it out of the water. So this is one of the ads. So what I try to do is I try to really show images that create, for the image to create the ad, I really try to show things that are going to create an emotional reaction. So you'll see lots of these. This woman has bites all over her back. I don't know, just more. I basically found lots of pictures of people with bed bug bites on them, and I found out zooming in on bedbug bites created the biggest reaction. Because it's emotional, it's not just, I tried showing some pictures of really big bedbugs. I can't find them right now, but you create, but that didn't get into the herd as much. The bedbug bites got more personal, I think, than showing a big monstrous, like 1,000 times close up of a bedbug, like staring you in the face. So I hear I also do comedy on this. No, I'm joking. Okay, then after this, you'll basically you're modeling other people, similar competitors and whatnot. Another thing is I do custom reports. So after you've uploaded your campaigns and you have them running and all that jazz, I don't need to tell you how to do that. I always create custom reports. Use the Facebook conversion pixel to see, after your ads are running and you see who's, if you don't have a lot of conversion data, look at click-through rate. Clicks are the next best, 5 minutes, okay. Clicks are the next best indicator, so if you're a small business, just seeing higher click-through rates is a good indicator of what ad people like the most, because not everybody has their site set up for convert. I don't know. I don't think I'm talking to small business owners here though. Separate it out by age, by gender. You want to see where are you getting the cheapest conversions, male or female? 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds. I think originally I actually thought it was that more like middle-aged person that was buying, but I found out quickly that for this particular product, let's go to, I don't have any of my custom reports. I found out very quickly it was that older person. So 50 plus was actually working really well, and you can kind of see, I think, yeah, I have all my targeting over here, so you can see, I don't know how it evolved as things went on, but just to give you ideas, I was getting, this is 6%, so I did an empty movie theater because I was, that was kind of my specific angle. I was trying to make it real, local movie theaters. I also used motels. Have you been at a local movie theater or a motel in the last 45 days and noticed red spots on yourself? You may have bed bugs, check this out. So that was another ad I tried. You'll see this only got 4% click-through rate. It's just an image of a movie theater. This got 6.5% click-through rate. These are all newsfeed ads. 4%, 7%. So Facebook, okay, yeah, so let's go into so this got 7% click-through rate because I really zoomed up on those bite marks right there. So that really worked, and you'll notice my cost per click is really down to 10% per click, 10 cents per click. So that's part of optimizing. You'll get cheaper costs if you have higher click-through rates, but you want to make sure your cost per conversion is still pretty good. They don't have, then yeah, just find the genders that are converting the best. See, I'm promoting to females. This may have been one of my beginning ads because I was just promoting to 1% lookalike records. That's basically it. The conference people wanted me to tell you to fill out a form to let them know, how you like the presentation or something. So feel free to fill that out. But I'm going to open this up for any questions or clarifications. Please try to, if it's something you can Google, I'd say just, please just Google it instead. But if you have, more stuff or you think it will add value for a lot of other people in the audience, feel free to ask. Any questions? Boom. Can you speak up so other people can hear too? Yeah. Like campaign. I used to do that. I mean, you can do that, but you can. It's very easy to find email lists, like of buyers, But I used to do like campaigns. Yeah, I like this a lot better.
Can you show the landing page?
Landing page? Yeah. So this is you know, as I said, I really like going like the value added angle. So, you know, I don't like to come off as a salesperson. You know, I don't like come off as a salesperson immediately in the consumer's eyes. So I want to get the benefit of the doubt. So this is exclusive massive bedbug epidemic hits United States. And it says, you know, it's you know, an informative article that's talking about, we have a video of a story that ABC covered on bedbugs taking over the world. The woman actually says, the worst part is like, she's like, I think I like feel them crawling on me at night. She's like, the worst part is not even the bed bugs themselves, it's the social ostracization. Nobody will bring their kids, no families will bring their children over to play with my kids anymore. It's pretty, and yeah, it's pretty badass. So we give them some information and then we go in for the close and we say, hey, buy this shit.
That campaign you were showing that you were marketing to 1%, you said that's probably one of your earlier campaigns. What does a refresh on one of those campaigns look like? What do you go out to? You know, 1% of your lookalike campaign is default that you're marketing to.
Yeah.
And you said so that was probably one of your earlier campaigns. What is kind of a campaign refresh or one further into?
I don't know what a campaign refresh is.
Well, just once you're done marketing to that 1%, where do you go from there?
3%, 5%, 10%.
And is that what you do?
Yeah, and then you know you try to go as big of an audience. So this is niche, so I could never still convert at 10%. So I was only able. Okay, that's time. Can I answer questions? Oh, sir, Paul, can I still answer questions? Okay. Yeah, and then go then go to other English-speaking countries. Then go to the other top 4 languages. Yeah, that's it. Okay, one more question. What's your question? Quantcast is free. Yeah, but you could Google that. Okay, thank you guys very much, and yeah.